Let's turn things over to CBS 13's meteorologist Erica Cato with the conditions these firefighters are up against, and there are so many fires burning right now, Erica.
Yeah, that's right. Very unfortunate conditions down in Southern California. And now not only are we dealing with very gusty winds, but also couple in low relative humidity and not a raindrop in sight. Now, the most vulnerable areas are the canyons and the hills. That looks like critical fire conditions will continue as we head into Monday. Here's the problem. We need some rain. We have a strong ridge of high pressure essentially parked over Northern California, and it's preventing all of this wet weather coming in from the Pacific. So the red flag warning will extend as we head into tomorrow for most of the Los Angeles area. Right now, wind gusts between 20 and 30 miles per hour. We could see wind gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour as we head into tomorrow. We'll have more information on this and a look at your local weather coming up.
All right, Erica, thanks. I'll check back in with you. Meanwhile, CBS 13 will continue winter yet, but a massive snowstorm has already slammed the East Coast. Take a look at this. 8 inches of snow came down in one suburb of Atlanta. Hartsfield-Jackson Airport reported nearly 400 flight cancellations. Thousands are without power in North Carolina. Crews work to clear ice and tree branches off power lines in order to get the lights and heat back on. And in New York, the city's snow made for some slick sidewalks.
Definitely had to do some shopping for this. I went and bought some winter boots and a
Washington and New York are expected between 3 and 6 inches of snow between today and tomorrow, and they're going to get pretty hit hard. It looks like this is just the beginning. We're seeing nothing like that, but certainly cold temperatures here.
Yeah, you know, their weather, the weather down in LA with the wildfires, and then our temperatures, they're all connected. It has to do with the storm track, which doesn't look like it's going to move anytime soon. In fact, we have an avalanche warning in effect for the Sierra. Now, this is at, near, or above tree line, so we are dealing with wind slabs. It looks like it's a possibility, but it's not too likely. We're on a 2 of a 5-point scale.
Okay, for those heading up to the Sierra, when is that kicking in?
So that's in effect right now, and it's going to expire around 7 a.m. So beyond that, it should be looking good for anyone heading up to the ski resorts. Let's take a look at conditions outside. We are talking about pretty clear conditions as we take a live look at our Embassy Suites cam. And like I mentioned, very mild conditions for our area, but we do have some pretty active weather really all across the nation. Take a look here. We do have a sub-freezing temperatures for the East Coast. We're anticipating several inches of snow. We saw snow in parts of Texas, New Orleans, also for the Atlanta area. And of course, we have temperatures well above average, near 80 for the Los Angeles area and the high fire concern. And then back here at home, temperatures in the 50s, which is pretty above average. So right now we are enjoying mild conditions. Marysville at 54 degrees, 51 out the door in Fairfield. Santa Rosa right now, you're at 57 degrees. Here's what's going on. We have a strong ridge of high pressure essentially parked over Northern California, and it's put in place. It's not anticipated to move anytime soon. And what that means is this wet weather that we have forming in the Pacific cannot move its way into Northern or Southern California. So expect the weather we're dealing with today to continue into the next week or so. Afternoon highs tomorrow about 3 to 4 degrees warmer than where we should be for this time of year. Lodi 64 degrees, 63 expected in Manteca. Plenty of sunshine across the valley. Sacramento tomorrow 61, same for those of you in Marysville. For the foothills, temperatures in the mid-60s for both Jackson and Sonora. Forest Hill 63, same goes for those of you in Grass Valley. And for the Sierra, expect upper 40s for Quincy, low 50s for Chester, and it looks like temperatures will be pretty chilly for those of you heading to the ski resorts. In fact, we're going to bottom out at just 10 degrees for those of you heading to South Lake Tahoe. Now, pretty interesting weather right now in the Bay Area. We have what's called a temperature inversion, and that's very unusual. So what that means is the coldest air is actually trapped closer to the ground with warmer air on top of that. So we're not seeing a whole lot of mixing in the air. So we are talking about very hazy conditions, and we do have a spare the air alert in effect as we head into tomorrow as well. So upper 60s for San Jose, low 70s for Monterey. Downtown San Francisco tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with a high of 64. We'll see low 60s in Clear Lake and just a calm wind in the forecast. Fort Bragg that coming in at 60 degrees. Now, in terms of your extended forecast, we'll see a string of sunshine as we head into the next couple of days. Again, temperatures trending a few degrees warmer than where we should be for this time of year. Expect a light wind in the forecast, especially for the Sacramento Valley as we head into tomorrow, and then some pretty cold temperatures as we head into the next several mornings. Really not much change. Again, we do have this dominant ridge of high pressure. It's not moving anytime soon. We certainly need that rain. In fact, right now we're at about 40% of where we should be for this time of year. So I don't think we'll see anything anytime soon. In fact, I have been looking at the extended models, maybe Christmas.
All right, so a little bit ways away before we can get
but
some
we'll
rain.
monitor it. So.
All right, Erica, thank you. Coming up.
And we woke up to pretty chilly conditions across the valley, most locations above the freezing mark. And as we head into the afternoon, expect upper 50s to low 60s. Temperatures are hovering between 3 and 4 degrees warmer than where we should be for this time of year. And you can anticipate plenty of sunshine, but those temperatures will dip under pretty clear conditions as we head into the evening hours. A little bit windy for the Sacramento Valley, but very still air for the Bay Area and for the foothills. Here's a look at Futurecast. We have a strong ridge of high pressure parked over Northern California, and it's preventing all this wet weather from infiltrating the area. So dry conditions for the foreseeable future, and this is all connected to the wet weather that we're seeing for the East Coast and the South. So we will continue with very dry conditions, lots of sunshine, hazy conditions on tap for the San Francisco Bay Area. And as we take a look at your extended forecast, a string of sunshine, temperatures in the low 60s. Anticipate some pretty cold mornings as we head into about midweek, but looks like not a raindrop in sight for the extended forecast. So again, lots of sunshine, sub-freezing temperatures for the South Lake Tahoe area. An extended model show we could see some rainfall as we push in closer to Christmas. We have some pretty cold mornings on tap, not just for the weekend, but as we head into the work week, but very mild conditions as we head into the afternoons. Temperatures about 3 to 4 degrees warmer than where we should be for this time of year. But I think the big question on everyone's mind is, when is the rain coming? We have a strong ridge of high pressure. Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon. So in the meantime, expect pretty sunny afternoons. We're waking up with temperatures in the upper 30s. So again, above the freezing mark for the most part. We'll see plenty of sunshine, low 60s as we head into the afternoon hours. And then those temperatures will drop back down into the 30s and the 40s as we head into the overnight hours. So we have a strong ridge of high pressure parked in place. It's not allowing any of this wet weather in the Pacific to drop down into the area. So as a result, temperatures are a little warmer than where they should be for this time of year, and we're not seeing any wet weather whatsoever. As for your extended forecast, a string of sunshine, not much movement in those temperatures. We'll see, for the most part, a low to mid 60s, some pretty cold mornings. Again, it looks like most locations above the freezing mark, and then we will see a little bit more sunshine as we head into the weekend. And I have been looking at the extended models. I don't think we'll see any wet weather until we head in closer to Christmas.